Hey everyone, Laura Cerrano here from Feng Shui Manhattan. Welcome to day 2 of the Transformational Challenge. Today I want to introduce you to the basis of the modern day Feng Shui Bagua map. And to get you started, what I recommend is either one, you can pick an individual room and how you will superimpose this 9 gridded Bagua map on top of that floor plan drawing. Or two, if you so choose, draw out the first level of your home, and then you can take this Bagua map and superimpose it over that first main level of your space. So to help give more understanding on how this can be utilized and what it looks like, let me pull up my share screen so you can see. So here we are. And this essentially is what the Western modern Bagua map looks like. Now this was recreated, we'll say, by Professor Lin Yun, and he's accredited for introducing the more modern day practice of Feng Shui to America back in, like, some will estimate the 1960s and 1970s. Either way, it has made landfall here and it has established itself over the years. Now, going back to how to use this Bagua map and really what is it, you can refer to it as a life station map. And these essentially are the key categories that we were referencing yesterday in how to set up the intention. So that's the foundation of the energy work. And you can see all the areas listed here: wealth, fame, reputation, partnership, and the list goes on. Now, this becomes more important as you journey further into this experience of adopting Feng Shui into your life and home, because what happens is you can take this map, whether it's an individual room or the entire perimeter of your home, you superimpose it on top of it, and it begins to tell a story. That's one of the easier ways in how to cohesively and tangibly explain it more instantly. And so these key categories make up our experiences of life. So there's a bit of the emotional intelligence, we have psychology built into there as well. And it's really fascinating because depending on your intentions, but also any challenges that you have been experiencing, when you take this map and you place it over your home or a single room, or even a village or a city, you can do a lot with this. It's extremely flexible, and that's why he designed it this way. It begins to paint a picture of what's going on right now, how that's mirroring the internal feelings and perspectives that you're having to the exterior experiences of your world and your environment surrounding you. And so this essentially offers, that's why I call it a life station map. It offers you a way to begin to reorchestrate, shift, and create new perspectives, to create a storyline, if you will, that will move more in the favorable direction that you're intending it to be. So even if you're, again, feeling stuck, or you really are not sure, how to get momentum going in your life, this could be one of many tools. Again, we're approaching this from a Feng Shui perspective to assist in creating new momentum and movement. And that movement will first start within the mind, cohesively blending with the heart. And then as the human, it can offer better behavioral patterns, decision-making, to then shift your direction, energetically speaking and literally speaking, in a better trajectory that you're aiming for. So bringing it back to how do we use this, first things first is, as mentioned, you want to draw your floor plan. Either it can be an individual room or it could be the whole layout. In this particular case, this example, I'm giving you a very base overview of a location that's essentially a 1-bedroom apartment. Now, a few things to keep in mind. With the modern day Bagua map, we're also using what's called shape divination. And this was created by Professor Lin Yun as well. And his theory on this is essentially saying that if you have a building or a room or anything that you're basically living in that has the shape of either a perfect square or at least a rectangular perimeter. There's nothing jutting out or missing. It's saying that the energy of the building is whole and complete. So it has a very solid, strong foundation. And that can be a metaphor of the people living within the home. Of course, you'll have individual journeys, but that's the base insight or theory behind it. So keeping it simple right now, this particular example has that perfect perimeter shape of a square. So all the pillars, so to speak, are on point, they're solid, they're strong, the energy is complete, right? The next thing is when we're using this map, after we draw out our floor plan, if you want to put furniture in there, you can do that, indicate windows, indicate doors and closet doors, all of it counts, and we'll get into that later. So just draw out the floor plan. Once you have that, the next thing is you have to locate, how do you enter into your house? Now, typically it's recommended you enter by finding the actual front door. So once again, we're just gonna keep that simple. So you look for the actual front door that enters into the apartment, the studio apartment, the entire home. So look for the front door that you personally enter. Not if you're entering separately and you're living in an apartment and you go in one door and then you go up the elevator and then you get to the other one. Just focus on the actual door that you and your family enter into the body of the home, okay? Once you have that, as you can see, you can indicate a little arrow if you so choose, and you'll notice that the arrow is pointing in, and this is going to be important for this approach of Feng Shui with the Bagua map, the modern day Bagua map, because how you enter in is how you're going to set the map on top of the overall perimeter of the space. So here's the map, as you can see, and with this map, you see there are 3 different entry points. So essentially what they're all saying, just like you see here, once you know how you enter into that building, meaning your actual home or apartment's dwelling, that's how the Bagua map is going to be positioned and then superimposed over the entire location. So here we know we're entering this way, and we'll see if we can use our imagination and take away all these labels and just see the tic-tac-toe board or the grid, and then evenly, as best as you can, divide up the entire perimeter or the entire space of your dwelling. And that's what you're seeing right here, okay? And then once that happens, you can label all the areas. And how I usually tell people, just to keep it simple, since we're looking at this from a 2D perspective, is you can see these as just different layers or levels. So once you've divided everything up, you can then place the first level or the first tier, if you will, with all the different life sections, which includes knowledge or wisdom. They have a few different names, career, and helpful people. And then you can go back to the Bagua map and you'll see, okay, that lines up. Then you go to the next tier, we'll call it the middle tier. Same thing, family, health, children. And then you look back to the map, say, okay, here it is, the top tier. We have wealth, fame, also known as reputation, partnership, also known as love, and romance. They all have a few different terminologies. So for today, the intention is just to become a bit more familiar with how to take a very simple Bagua map and superimpose it over the entire perimeter of your home. And this will also be the same for right now. We're not getting to specifics, but this will also be the same. If you have any areas that tend to jut out, or maybe it looks like it's missing, just for right now, place the 9 gridded box, also kind of known like a tic-tac-toe board, over the entire perimeter of either the single room that you're looking to enhance the energy with, or the overall first level of your home. And that's all you need to do right now. And what this is doing actually is quite a lot. because it's teaching you to become more observant of the different areas of your home that are being influenced by these different sectors. And just to give you a short roll call, each area, as you see in this 1-bedroom apartment, has it laid out. So in the back left-hand corner will be the wealth and abundance area. And I'm just going to hyper focus on this. So just to give you a bit more of an illustrated example. Now, why would that matter? Because once you can see the storyboard, if you will, of what's happening, and you go to that back left-hand corner of your home, again, we're just using the Western approach, and you say, what's happening in my wealth corner right now that is either promoting abundance or that might be hindering abundance, prosperity, or my perspective on wealth. So we're starting to overlap these worlds of where my focus is right now, my intentions, what might I be feeling challenged by, and how is my home essentially mirroring that experience right now. And then we'll go into things that you can do to help begin shifting that energy to be more in alignment with whatever intentions you're looking to create for the year 2021. So right now, step 2 is just beginning to kind of get a lay of the land, as they say, of your own home. What's going on in these different sectors? What's going on in these different rooms that are occupying these different guas or energy areas? Are they being properly activated? Are they being stagnated and stuck? And we're going to explore more of how you can begin to evaluate that for yourself. So this is the next step, okay? Just beginning to become comfortable with observing your own home and your environment and how that's beginning to mirror more of the internal environment. And this is going to make more sense if you stick with the remaining videos coming. So we're just building slowly, step by step. No need to rush. All right. So this is day 2 of what I recommend we can all begin working on. And with that, I wish you all a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. All right. Bye, guys.